It's 6:30 and I am on my way to my walk. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Angel again from Keto Rookey. After 60, I just finished my run walk and had my cup of coffee. Today I want to talk about exactly that. I want to talk about my run walk routine and how it works for all of us, no matter how old we are. Then I'm going to take a look at a little cake that I made yesterday. Run walk routine kind of started because of my limitations. I haven't been running for who knows how long, and just being 63 years old makes it a little more difficult to just get right in there. But what I did was I started running, then I would get a little tired and walk and run and walk and eventually just walk the rest of the way. So this is kind of already an established routine, a method. For me, it kind of breaks down into three steps. And there's that warm up, there's the actual running and walking, and then there's the cool down. For me, I kind of incorporate all three of these steps into just basically walking, running and walking, and then walking again. In other words, I walk, then I do running and walking, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Then I cool down with a walk. Now, there are certain things, and sometimes I do them, sometimes I don't, that we can do with the warm-up portion of this, and as far as some of the stretches or some of the exercises. And then you got your run and walk, and there's certain things with that, and the cool down, and maybe a couple of stretches that you can do then, because it's a great time to stretch when your muscles are all warm. Let's take the first part of the run and walk routine, the warm-up part. These are basically some of the things that I do. Of course, when you're over 60, do what you can do. A warm-up exercise, my warm-up exercises are all having to do with the motions that you're going to do as you walk and run. I don't like to do stretches or exercise that don't pertain in particular to the exercise, to the walking. Although that can be your choice. So the first one that I do is knees to chest. And I just bring my knees up to my chest. Hold it for a second or two. You gotta stay balanced here. Make sure you feel the stretching in the back of the leg, in the hips. Jogging in place. Do this for a couple of minutes until you start feeling your heart rate go up. Gets you in practice. Gets all the muscles moving that you're going to use when you're actually running and jogging. If you have a stationary bike, use that. That warms up the legs. And then last is the fast walk. The fast walk is actually the beginning of your routine. You'll start always with a walk and make it a nice brisk walk. You want to start to feel your body warming up. You want to start to feel your breathing getting a little heavier, your heartbeat a little faster. Anything more than 5 minutes is good. You might need more. I wouldn't recommend less. It just gets the body going. sometimes I get cramps in my calves, and I find that I need a very long walk, very long walk. Sometimes I might walk half a mile and then start my running. So it's up to you. How do you want to do that? Warm up. Do these. If all else fails, if you want to eliminate, get rid of these 3 things on the top. Get that fast walk in the beginning of your run. Get moving. So now we get to the actual run and walk routine. When we start, we're going to start with a longer period of walking and graduate down to a shorter period of walking with more running. So if we look at our graph here, the walk, and this is up to you again, you have to make sure it's up to your level of health. If you have to walk 5 minutes or 8 minutes or 10 minutes, do whatever you have to do. Believe me, it's probably more than you've been doing. So, for example, let's say we start with 8 minutes. And we'll start with 8 minutes walking, 1 minute jogging or running, right? At whatever pace is good for you. As you get better or more comfortable with this 8-to-1 ratio, 8 minutes or 8 minutes, and actually I started with blocks. I live in a place, I got blocks here at a comfortable level. I would walk 2 blocks, jog 1 block, or half a block sometimes. And then same thing, walk 2 blocks, jog 1, walk 2, jog 1, and kept progressing until I was walking 1 and jogging 1, walking 1, jogging 2. But you want to work your way from a mostly walking to a minimum walking, 1 minute of resting here with 7 or 8 minutes of jogging. Or this could be extended to whatever period of time is comfortable for you. Whatever it may be, try to keep track of it, because this is going to be important. If you can track it, you're going to be able to fix it, adjust it, get better at it, see your progress. So now we can do it where you're talking about 8 blocks and running 1 block. Walking 5 blocks, running 5 blocks. Whatever it is that's comfortable for you. Or that would be looking at distances. Sometimes you want to just time yourself. I'm going to walk for 5 minutes, run for 1 minute. Walk for 3 minutes, run for 6 minutes. All up to you. Keep the schedule, the intervals consistent during the period, but keep track of it and try to improve it. Try to bring this line down. Now, so how much do I do? Do whatever you're comfortable with. It could be time. I want to get out there and do my walk-run routine for 20 minutes. So you do 10 minutes out, 10 minutes back. Or you go to a track and you do your 10 minutes. Of course, you're going to have to walk home again, so unless you drove. So, or you can do how far. Today I want to go out and do my routine for 1 mile. Any one of these choices is good. Again, keep track. 1 mile today, and in 5 or 6 weeks you'll be doing 3 miles, and you'll be getting more and more comfortable, more and more fit. One thing, how fast should I be running or walking? That again is up to every individual, especially when we deal with seniors like us, over 60. We want to do what's comfortable. We want to pay attention to our bodies. If you're gonna get out there and go and say, well, I can't really tell if I'm running too fast or not, I can't tell. One way to tell is do the talk test. Can you carry on a conversation without having to stop or gasp or can't complete a word? If you're in that level where you can't complete one without stopping like this, you're too fast. You're too fast. We're too old to be that fast. But you can get there. So do the talk test. If you can talk, you're probably doing a good pace. Remember the schedule, keep track of that ratio, try to reduce it. Okay, so we come now to the last part, the cool down. To make it very, very simple, what I do is walk fast, start my jogging and running, and then walk at the end, 5 minutes. And I do it on a timer. There's a couple of apps you could probably get. You could use your watch. There are, I use Seconds also, which is an app that can segment times, and it'll beep whenever the next period starts. So you can fix it so that you're understanding, whoops, time to run, time to walk, time to run. Well, you can look that up yourself. So we're into a cool down. A little bit more on the cool down. It's got to be 5 minutes or more. How do I tell how long? When you're breathing normally and your heartbeat is normal. Last thing, drink some water. Preferably not a sweetened water or anything like that. Just get yourself a regular water, spring water, some bubbly water. Does not have to be sweetened or with any kind of fruity taste, but they're good. Sometimes I drink fruit too. Not the best, but definitely good. And then stretch. It's a good time to stretch because your body's already warm. So you can do your normal stretches. Remember from a long time ago, you touch your knees, do the lunges where you take a step forward and just go down until the leg, take one step forward, stop, go down until your knee touches the floor, and then come back up. Sometimes I have to hold something because my balance is not that good, as you saw in the beginning of the video. So that's my schedule for the run and walk routine. Try it out. You'll feel great.